Hey, what's up, everybody? Sequoia Nation, how you doing this evening? Dr. Schilling from Sequoia Health has already mentioned 3 times, probably. This week's Wednesday Wellness Minutes, we're going to talk about autoimmunity and is it a farce? It's the big question. Before we get into that, I wanted to allow Sasha to say hello here. Sasha is actually going to be leaving our team, going back to the MS Society of Minnesota to do full-time fundraising with them. She came from there, and it was a seasonal position, and they now have an opportunity for her to be a full-time position there. She's really excited for it. So just want to give her an opportunity to say sayonara.
Yes, it's been great getting to know everyone, getting to join you on your health journey, and I wish you all the best.
All right, thanks, Sasha. All right, guys, so autoimmunity, right? It's a pretty scary idea. A lot of people, you could be suffering from thyroid autoimmunity, which is Hashimoto's, which is 98% of what causes thyroid issues in the U.S. It could be MS, have a lot of history of that in my family. It could be ALS. It could be Guillain-Barré syndrome. It could be all kinds of stuff, that these scary names that somebody with a fancy name put their name on. What you want to appreciate is you never, ever, ever want to adopt that. In fact, ditch the diagnosis. Just get rid of it altogether, because it's then taking you out of yourself and now labeling you with something that's, hi, my name is Hashimoto's, or hi, my name is MS, or hi, my name is ALS, or hi, my name, fill in the blank, right? It goes on and on and on. So what you want to appreciate is autoimmunity. What's the idea? It's a medical term, right? Keep that in mind, first of all. It is an idea that somehow your immune system are these warriors and they're going out for battle, and that autoimmunity is then your immune system turning on you. And that's kind of a farce, if you will, from the standpoint of your immunity is not these warriors that go out and attack your invaders and things like that, right? You have trillions and trillions and trillions of bugs in your body, and they're already there, and your immune system tries to keep them in balance. When you get stressed and you get trying to do too much, that's when your immune system gets weak from your microbiome getting switched. But what you want to appreciate is if your body is attacking itself, it's not because it's confused. It's not that, gluten-induced ataxia, you're getting cerebellar ataxia, your brain's getting all, your balance is off because you're eating too much gluten, okay? That's not how it works. If there is an autoimmune, quote-unquote, issue, if something is breaking down, like your myelin sheath in MS, or the lateral sclerosis of the nerve tissue in the brain or in the muscles relating to what we would call ALS, Lou Gehrig's disease. It's because something is eating that. Something is breaking that down, and your immune system is trying to band-aid it. It's trying to fix it. You're not going to get a spinal tap and find anti-myelin antibodies in your cerebral spinal fluid and all these fancy words just because your immune system is somehow attacking itself. It doesn't make any sense. So first of all, ditch the diagnosis, because first of all, MS is a trash can diagnosis. It's a diagnosis of exclusion. You have to go through every other diagnosis possible until you get, oh, we don't know what's wrong with you, so we're going to say you have MS. Okay? Can't tell how many people have come into our clinic and discussed the idea that they've been told they have MS, or they've gone and WebMD'd it, or we might call it Google-icious themselves, right? Go in there and you type in your symptoms and enter, and all of a sudden, poof, this grenade, this explosion of different diseases you might have comes up. And then all of a sudden you're racking your brain like, oh my God, what's going to happen? And we want to appreciate that. Just get rid of the idea that your body's attacking itself. Something in your body is breaking down those tissues, and your immune system is trying to patchwork it up. So whether you're talking about MS, which my mother passed away from, her mother passed away from, and my aunt has, so I know a lot about autoimmunity, and it was way before I ever got into what I'm doing now. But whether it's a friend of mine who passed away from ALS, which I mentioned last week, it doesn't matter what it is. What you have to understand is that, first of all, identify the conflicts, right? So muscles, what are they related to? Feeling stuck, like you can't do anything, can't move forward, limited, okay? It could happen to a baby in the womb, like let's say there's a lot of argument and violence or yelling within a family, and the baby's in the womb and the mom's stress hormones spike up. The baby can hear all of that, and then that can start shifting their DNA and how it processes. So that's going to happen in utero, okay? Or it can be later in life when someone gets a diagnosis, like a real big shock diagnosis that you have this disease, okay? So now they feel stuck. Oh my gosh, what do I do now? The best thing to do is thank your doctor for the information, and then go find someone who's going to treat you like a human being and not put a label on you that is you are something other than you. Like if your name is Susie, say, hi, my name is Susie, and leave it at that. Don't go, hi, my name is whatever disease they put you under, okay? Because that's going to limit your psyche, because your brain controls everything. It's going to limit your psyche from healing, okay? The body has an innate healing ability. If your microbiome gets out of balance, where maybe a bacteria is playing Pac-Man with your myelin sheath or with your lateral sclerosis, the lateral part of your nerves and things like that, then you need to balance the microbiome and get things back into balance, okay? So that your immune system is no longer trying to patch up the holes that they're putting in there, and you're not getting these antibodies, which is your immune system trying to heal itself, okay? So just what I really want you to take away from this is you want to ditch any diagnosis you've been given, okay? Unless you're willing and interested in taking drugs for the rest of your life, because it's really about getting symptoms down, calming symptoms down, stopping symptoms, which is not the problem. The symptoms are the red flashing lights on your dashboard saying, I need help, okay? If you ignore them, they're not going away. Just like we say, if you ignore your health, it will go away. So keep that in mind, okay? So I understand the idea of autoimmunity is a misnomer. It's a misunderstanding. Your body does not willy-nilly attack itself because it's confused. It's trying to fix itself. You need to find someone like Sequoia Health or someone else that can help you, or help your family members, your friends, whoever it is, to find the root cause of what is breaking down their tissues and help them heal. Okay? That's what we specialize in. That's our job. So you don't have to worry about the details. Come in, let us know how we can help you. We'll let us know what we do for that, and then we'll go about developing a plan for you in order to get you the tools you need to take that name tag off this. Hi, my name is, well, let's go Lyme disease or thyroiditis or ALS or MS, and just chuck the diagnosis, because it's not you. Treat yourself as a person. You should be treated as a person. That's what we do for you here. So make sure your friends and family understand that. If you know somebody's going through it, it might be a touchy subject. Talking to someone about cancer or ALS or MS or Lyme disease or whatever it is, it can be a touchy subject because people are afraid. Let them know they don't have to be afraid, that there's hope. Okay? And it's not that complicated. Balance the immune system, get the toxins out, get the brain clearing out, get you sleeping better and better energy, get some PMF in there, and miraculous things can happen. Okay? There's no limit to your healing except for what you can imagine. If you're stuck thinking, I can't heal, you're never going to heal. It's plain and simple. Because your brain tells every cell in your body what to do. You know, you're ordained with this innate intelligence. It's out of your control, other than if you have conflicts up here and you don't resolve them, like if you have familiar relationship conflicts, friend conflicts, conflicts with a spouse or a child. These things can cause conflicts in the brain, which then manifest in problems in the body. Okay? That's how the brain-body, for a lot of mind-body, this is taken to another level, and helping you understand how disease processes happen as a result of conflicts in the brain, which manifests in the body. That's where the mind-body disconnect is. Right? You can't separate from here up and here down. It doesn't work that way. They're interdependent. What you put in here affects this, which affects this, and what happens here, what you think about, you bring about. So if you're thinking about illness and sadness and depression and, oh, woe is me, and I can't get past this or this and that, whatever it is you're thinking about, if you don't choose to think differently, you'll never achieve, right? So I often say that you have to become the person on the inside before you can manifest on the outside what you want. So just take that away from this, okay? Post in the comments. Let us know what you're interested in hearing about. Share this with your friends and family, someone you might know. Just, you don't have to address it directly. Say, hey, you might be interested in hearing this or learning more about this. You don't have to directly say you need to go see these people or anything like that. Just kind of give them the idea, plant the seed, let them know there's alternatives to taking drugs to suppress symptoms. We need to accentuate health, elevate your immune system and things like that rather than suppress things down. Okay? So keep that in mind. Let us know how we can help. We're here to help you. We want to produce stuff that's helpful for you. So give a shout out to us. Let us know we're doing the right things for you and what you want to learn about, okay? And we'll look forward to see you next Wednesday.